So this swing thing is based on that triplet phrasing. And often we think of those triplets and actually accenting the third triplet. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Now the early jazz drummers tended to phrase the cymbal with that triplet idea, and with kind of a heavy accent on beat 2 and 4. And then as the music evolved, as tempos got faster, and as horn players began to play more legato, the cymbal beat flattened out a little bit so that that accent wasn't as predominant. I think the reason people accented 2 and 4 on the cymbal was because they were playing 1 and 3 on the bass drum. And this 2 and 4 kind of became a counterbalance, a bridge to connect those accents on the bass drum. Eventually the bass drum is playing in 4, and the music evolves, harmony gets more complicated, and then the cymbal beat becomes a little less accented on 2 and 4. You can still put a little accent on 2 and 4, but when I play like this, that feels to me like an older style and kind of dictatorial. And I want a friendlier feeling in the time, and by making those 4 quarter notes more in balance, it just feels like it's easier for the other musicians to play in unison with me. They don't need a dictator. They can find it just as easily here. Now I will accent 2 and 4 simply by adding the hi-hat to that pattern. And that replaces the weight that I had on 2 and 4 in the right hand in the earlier version of it. And then when you add the bass drum in there, it fattens out or broadens out the feeling of each quarter note event by making it just a little broader. And again, that makes it easier for the other musicians to find where you're putting the time. And it reduces flams or discrepancies between the musicians in timing-wise. But it's critical that those quarter notes are actually really unison, like and eventually we're going to add more activity with the snare drum, and as these layers build up, it's even more important that this unison thing, this solidity of the groove is there. Otherwise, the other musicians don't know, well, should we play with his cymbal or should we play with his hi-hat? And that creates turbulence within a band, and that's usually not a good thing.